cut to black, nothingness, never-ending dark. For all intents and purposes, I might have briefly died, or fully died, I can't tell. But the next thing I know, I'm outside my body, looking at myself through a webcam.
Susie's got so ratty.
I am
Honestly,
ratty.
she's going to fucking...
I think I need a nap like a kid. I need to be
hurry
put
up then,
into
let's do
bed.
it so you can go to bed. Get your vag waxed and get into bed.
It always comes back to doggy with us. The butlers apparently also acted as chauffeurs.
Ghost Huns. Dogging is the bottom line.
Welcome to episode 76 of Ghost Huns.
Hey everyone, Editor Tim from the future here. Just to avoid any confusion, this is actually episode 77. Now on with your regularly scheduled haunting.
We're back and we're talking about the war again.
No.
Because for you it's been a week later, but for me it's been 30 seconds and I'm worried I'm going to die. So Suzie said she's feeling quite chirpy about the war, actually.
I'm feeling quite chirpy about it because I think at the end of the day, you've got to live your life how you want to live it, Hannah.
Yeah, well, I'd like to, but Putin is trying to take that from me.
I think the thing is Putin is a bad man.
Mm.
He's a very, very bad man.
I think all that this has done is confirm I don't want children.
Well, yeah, because imagine worrying about their fucking future.
It's really confirmed.
I know. It's the hair weird.
The mind's a bit weird. Shall we rejig? Hang
Shall
on. Rejigging the hair. Well, do you know what I've done? I've been swimming this morning. My cap's come off a bit. My bloody swim cap popped off my head.
Oh, really?
And I got a bit of chlorine in it, but
I
I wasn't prepared to wash it because time and so I've just ran some water through it, and it's a bit.
What, your hair?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's looking good.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
No, it looks like it's
feels
washed. It looks washed.
disgusting. If you feel it, it feels like just one big hard solid block. Anyway.
It's been a full moon and it's really affected my sleep. And I don't know if you get this as well. But like...
Oh, a whiplash from that changing conversation there. Fucking hell. Send me to l'hopital.
No, don't. I've been. It's grim up there. No, I'm just saying because... You were saying about like, you couldn't be asked, and I was like, yeah, because I'm feeling really sleepy, and this coffee's going to sort me out. But I'm like, I haven't slept for the last 3 nights. I've slept
because you're shitting yourself.
Maybe
about death.
But it's also death scare, but it's also the moon. I don't know if you've seen it. It's big. It's full.
I haven't seen it.
She's up there.
Really?
Yeah, it's proper slag moon. Like she's really out.
Oh, she's got her tits out.
Yeah,
cleavage
moon. I
moon.
love her when she's like that.
Yeah,
it's like that big light up there.
Yeah. Like showing off all of her wares.
Yeah.
Legs akimbo. What are we talking about? Do you want to pick a tarot? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Make it a good one. It's because, listen, it's war. So make it a good one because... Oh, God.
The High Priestess.
Oh, yes, this is a good...
Oh, well done, chicken. Hannah caught that in the crook of her chicken wing.
Fucking insane.
Oh, it says BJ on it.
And we've just been talking about the slag moon.
Yeah. High Priestess, what's she got to say for herself
Priestess. The High Priestess is a major arcana or trump card that represents human wisdom. Wisdom.
That's me.
That's mental. That just proves that tarot is bullshit.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Take it back.
The High Priestess can be viewed as a kind of female pope or popess.
Popess. There's a bloke who works at Alan Cummings' bar in New York.
Where are we going with this then? I wonder where this turn will take us.
No, there's a bloke who works at, Alan Cummings, the Scottish gay guy.
Yeah.
He owns a bar in New York,
Does
and
he?
this guy's the bartender, and he's got in touch with us, and he's like, I'll do you a tarot reading.
What? Hang on. Someone from Alan Cummings' bar?
Sorry to your lovely self.
You'll do your tarot reading.
You walk in here, I'm going to give you
fucking New York City.
Oh, no, that's
New
not
York.
That. No, that's
York.
New York.
New
I'm
York.
going to do your fucking...
No, that's more Boston.
Hey, I'm going to do your fucking
this is
reading,
now
okay?
offensive Italian.
No, it's not.
That's Italian.
No, it is. I've just seen Guys
That's
and Dolls,
that's
Hannah.
American Italian.
That's New York. They walk the streets. They're like, oh my God, you want a fucking tarot card?
Yeah.
I'll fucking flip one over. fucking.
To be fair, you do sound a bit like Steve from Sex and the City, so yeah, fair.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What? So he's going to do as a tarot reading?
Yes,
is he?
and we haven't got in touch with him yet, but I watched it and loved his video. He sent us a video being like, "Girls."
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
Oh,
how
Hannah.
amazing! We have to get in touch with him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to New York in June.
Oh my god, you should totally go to Alan Cummins' bar.
Go.
Get
I'm
a
gonna
free
go.
coffee tea.
Oh my god, I'm going to go.
Okay, Hannah's
going to
get an in-person reading. I'll
New
tell you what,
York.
maybe when you're there, I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
You'll get your reading in person.
Yeah, because that break I wanted, you know.
No, it's work.
I thought you were going to go. Why did I come? You should come, actually. That would be really fun.
No, you need a break
The
from me.
Huns in New York.
We need break
Come
from each other.
on. Oh, wow. Ruth.
No, I take it back. I think you're great.
I think you're great. So yeah, that's good, isn't it? You just basically.
What's High Priestess?
Oh, just this book is shite.
It's shit.
Let me
isn't
go on
it?
Biddy Tarot because I feel like this is a good one. You know, because Biddy Tarot is the all-encompassing episode.
Oh my sweet Jesus! Why haven't we seen Baghead yet?
Oh my god, I was just going to watch that the other day.
Were you? Is it
Yeah.
out on the cinema still?
No, it's on the illegal stick.
Yeah, I really want to watch Baghead.
So yeah, it actually looks really good.
Oh my god! Please stop doing that. That's.
I can't find it. I honestly can't.
Well, we'll cut all this. We don't have to make noises to fill it. Please cut that.
Why did you not like that?
I'm so tired, and it's really just hit
Show
me
me
now.
what it looks like.
What, my tiredness?
No, don't. Show me the card.
Isn't it again?
Wow, someone is upset.
I think I'm getting a bit ratty because I'm tired.
Fucking hell, I can't wait to spend the next 40 minutes with you. The high priestess sits in front of a thin veil decorated with pomegranates. The veil represents...
I love pomegranates.
Yeah, it is. Only the initiated may enter the veil. The pomegranates on the veil are a symbol of abundance, fertility, and divine feminine. The divine feminine and are sacred to Persephone. That is how you say it, isn't it?
Persephone.
Persephone, not Persephone. Sacred to Persephone.
KeysPersePhone. That's what I say every time I leave the house.
Good, that was really funny. That was really funny. Persephone. Oh, I like that. Who ate a pomegranate seed in the underworld and was forced to return every year. Blah, 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 blah. She was
Actually,
a blue robe.
Hannah, do you know what I'd love to do? A Greek god special. Tell me more about Persephone and how she had to get banished or what?
Well,
happened?
because she was banished. She was really fertile.
Yeah.
And she gave birth to loads of kids in the underworld. And then what happened was she got
I
she
can
got
tell you're about to make
cystitis
something up. Okay.
of the tit. And she was like, this is not going anywhere. It's fucking killing me. And so she popped out of the underworld to go to Tesco. Just go get a cabbage leaf. Because they are very good for pulling.
You didn't listen in class, did you, when they did the Greek gods?
I went to school in Stoke-on-Trent. Do you honestly think we did class about Greek gods?
Well, I want to hear about
We
them. Don't you
made
think?
we made pots that made us look like we had needs that weren't being met. No?
Oh.
Fine.
Fine.
We don't. No, we don't. We're. You know. No, I don't know. I don't know who's Persephone
Oh,
was.
good.
Anyway, she wasn't allowed back after she got her cabbage leaves on her titties, because she forgot her keys. So that's that.
Keys, money, phone.
That was really funny.
That was quite good, wasn't it?
KeysPersePhone,
Sometimes
yeah.
I will do that.
KeysPersePhone.
That's
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
I have to say,
I want
sometimes
my keys. I
need
want my
a
phone.
little.
I want my purse. I want my phone. Persephone.
Is anyone interested in like a Greek god special?
Is anyone interested? Could you listen? If I see 10 people DM us
Yeah.
on Instagram saying I want the Greeks, and you have to word it
Which
like
is
that.
my hometown. So
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, fuck.
Here we
If
go.
I get 10, I'll do it. But to be honest, to me, it sounds boring.
To be fair, we are dealing in ghosts. And would you like a ghost story?
Yes, please.
All right, let's fucking get in. I snuck into a high school reunion for null people. No. You can't make those sounds over my voice.
No, I didn't. I waited for a gap. Right, go. I'm done.
No, you're not, because I can still hear the can.
No, I'm done.
I can hear you.
The
I can
can.
hear you putting it over.
No, I'm done.
Now you're going to do a bit of business putting the lid on.
Bit of business.
Yeah. Oh no, you got. Oh, I heard the lid just pop there. Yeah.
Done.
You have a little sip, are you?
Yeah,
into
but
the mic?
that will continue.
No. Remember, people don't like that.
No, they don't, and that can also be cut. So.
Right.
Suzie has got so ratty.
I am
Honestly,
ratty.
she's gonna fucking.
I think I need a nap like a kid. I need to be
hurry
put
up then.
into
Let's do
bed.
it so you can go to bed. Get your vag waxed and get into bed. Made it sound like I was coming on to it. Get that vag waxed and get into bed. Get out of here with your grueler.
Why don't we have an HR department?
Oh, we need one.
Okay. This is called I Snuck.
Get that vag waxed and get into bed.
Get into bed. Come to bed.
I tell you what, you stick a bit of emphasis on the wrong part of the sentence and you are in real trouble.
You are. It's like in Chinese.
I just forgot we were going to war and dine then. That was nice. Oh, it was all absolute gold.
I snuck into... No, you can't call it gold. That's so cringe. You like laugh at your own joke and then you go, oh my God, that was gold. Gold.
You do that all the time.
No, I don't.
You're like, that was hilarious. When you went PersePhone, you went, ha ha ha. That was
Yeah,
very
I'm
funny.
allowed. You're not. I snuck into a high school reunion for null people. I scour Facebook for high school reunion groups and fake my way into joining them. It's way easier than you think. As soon as it's an event for like 50 or more people, you can just show up and say you went to the same school. The key is to memorise as many faces and names from the Facebook group so you can continually deflect any suspicion.
I've seen a film where someone does this.
This is weird, isn't it? I
Yeah.
didn't know this was a thing. Oh, I'm Jesse Green's older brother. I always hung out with Jeff. Oh, I'm the history teacher, Mr. Johnson's son. He couldn't be here, so he sent me instead. I won't bore you with all the disguises, but trust me, they're infinite. Is it manipulative? Yes. Am I an asshole for doing it? Yes. You can think of me what you want, but I got so burnt out trying to meet people at clubs or using Tinder. In the real world, everyone's so judgy and reserved. You need money, good looks, and connections to stand a chance, which basically means I have no chance. Whereas at high school reunions, everyone's nice. Everyone's trusting. The vibe is amazing. It's like a little slice of paradise where all you do is share warm, honey-soaked nostalgia with people who just want to have a good time. Oh, and there's often an open bar. Anyway, I'd done my research on a 10-year reunion for Prince Bridgington High, which was only a 6-hour drive from my city. A swanky 6 hours
That's mental.
to find some friends for an open bar.
And that's literally about.
be
Oh,
fair.
it's not, well.
6 hours, that's like me going
That's the
to
top
Glasgow.
of the UK to the bottom.
Glasgow. Yeah. No, that's longer.
Not really. Not from the top of England.
From like Dorset to fucking Ayrshire.
Yeah, but you're talking about Scotland. I'm not talking about Scotland.
Oh, okay. Let's not get into that.
We're not political. Stop it.
Okay. A
Stop
6-hour
it,
drive from my city. A swanky school with swanky alumni. Worth it. I resembled 3 of the graduates there, so I could be someone's older brother. And if push came to shove, I could also be a gym
It's
teacher's
a
son.
man.
Yeah, it's a fucking man.
Fuck no. That's way creepier.
Oh no. I showed up my standard 3.5 hours late, and they didn't disappoint. Instead of the usual hotel bar or tavern, these alumni rented out an enormous Victorian mansion, complete with a tennis court in the back, a horse stall, and patios with fully grown palm trees. There were tons of people in their late 20s. It was a 10-year reunion. They graduated in 2014, so I guess they were all born around 1995. They were dressed in what one might call their best evening attire. Suit jackets slung over polo tees for men, tailor-fitted suit jackets for women, with a couple of flashy gowns. Anywhere you looked could be the cover of Vogue. It was very intimidating. And between all these chattering, glowing young graduates were these stoic old dudes. Adult men dressed in black business suits with long-sleeve dress shirts, offering drinks and snacks. In other words, butlers.
This would never be happening at my school reunion. Not a fucking chance.
But I quite like the premise of this. Like some fucking creepy ass talented Mr. Ripley kind, you know?
I've never watched that.
Oh, Oh, it's brilliant.
Is it?
Oh my God, it's so good.
Has that got Matt Damon in? He gives me the willies.
Damon. No, he's so good in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, is it spooky?
It's thrilling.
Oh, is it?
And there's a new series of it with Andrew Scott, the one who's Neil, the hot priest.
Oh,
Not Neil.
Yeah.
He's not called Neil, but he says Neil. Do you remember?
Neil.
Fleabag.
Yeah, I'm not
Neil.
a fan of Fleabag.
Okay. Right. In other words, butlers. Whoa. I thought butlers were like a 1950s cartoon or exclusive to British royalty or something, but people here in Canada still had those? That's crazy. Canada.
Canada. Go ruin the hooses.
Oh my God, that's so crazy, man.
Don't ruin the hoose with the goose. Hoose.
And then I realised something even crazier.
Round boot.
Round boot?
Round a boot.
Get your
Come
boot
a
up.
boot those.
I always rented a backup tux to put in my trunk in case the reunion was unexpectedly black tie, which was basically a black business suit with long sleeve dress shirts, which meant I could literally sneak my way in, pretending to be a butler. Holy shit. You see, I don't really care about making lasting friendships or relationships, and I've given up on one-night stands a long time ago. The reason I crash these high school reunions,
To kill.
wow, is to sip on a little socialization. Sounds like a killer to me, Hannah.
Yeah.
Is it sad? Probably. Does anyone get hurt? Absolutely not. I largely do it twice or maybe 3 times a year. It's my own guilty pleasure, and I always feel rejuvenated. It's something that chat rooms and Discord channels simply can't emulate.
Yeah, he's going to murder.
The feeling of being around flesh and blood people. Honestly, I think the world would be a much better place if everyone interacted with an real life RL, with an RL crowd once a year, where everyone is only allowed to be nice. It's fun, and this time I could wear my black tuxedo while doing it. I had to try.
Isn't this just everyday behaviour?
Yeah, I
hanging
think
around
this
with people
guy's
and behaving
severely
yourselves?
disturbed.
Yeah. Okay.
After changing in my car, I watched every now and then as a new guest arrived and handed their key to one of these old guys. Okay. Oh, as in to park the car,
Yeah.
not swinging.
Valet.
Valet.
Not just hand it over my car, son. You're always going to bang later.
Yeah. It always comes back to dogging with us. The butlers apparently also acted as chauffeurs.
Go, sons. Dogging is the bottom line.
No. No. The butlers apparently also acted as chauffeurs. Noted. I watched this cycle repeat a few times and saw one of the butlers re-enter through a side door of the mansion. Even better. It was on the shady side of the building by some garbage bins. A butler would prop the side door with a little brick and then remove it when they came back. I waited 20 minutes for the right opportunity. Soon another butler left, carrying keys in a suitcase. Immediately, I slinked out of my car and marched right past the hedgerows towards the door, praying that no one noticed me. No one did. I left the brick wedged in the same spot as I closed the door behind me. Inside was like an oven, hot and humid. I must have been in the back of a kitchen because surrounding me were large stainless steel appliances, ovens, stoves, and what looked like coolers. I quickly turned right and walked down a long hallway that led me to more stainless steel shelves and kitchen appliances. At least I thought they were appliances. Upon closer inspection, the ovens and dishwashers were actually filled with tiny lights and cables, as if they were servers or something. Maybe this was a place for graduates in information technology? I kept moving and finally found a passage that spat me out into the middle of the dining hall. It was loud. All around me were guests talking, holding wine or martini glasses. Their stylish outfits looked even better alongside magnificent Renaissance-style frescoes in friezes. The medieval art featured knights, kings, priests, and angels on every wall. Down a corridor, I even spotted Roman columns.
Priests or priestesses?
Honey, it all comes back round.
Honey! I've never heard you say that before.
Honey!
Please don't ever say it again.
I will. Down a corridor, I even spotted Roman columns supporting the ceiling. Roman columns! Trying to blend into this museum, I spied on the other butlers' behaviour. Each one was holding a tray of tarts on one hand.
Tarts in one hand, slags in the other.
Yeah. Just stuck in the middle with you. Each one was... I actually need to go to bed.
This is outrageous.
I need to have a nap.
You've got to go have your vag waxed.
Oh, what? The pain will be okay because I'm alive.
Yeah.
Each one was holding a tray of tarts on one hand and holding out treats to any hungry guests. So I stole a small cheese platter from a table and did the same, warily approaching groups of people who might be interested in food. It was a bit jarring at first. I'd never attended anything so high society in my life, but after a few moments, I could breathe again, and my heart stopped beating in my ears. The young guests refused to look at any of their servants, so I was safe from them. And similarly, the old butlers seemed to snub their nose at everything, keeping their eyes upwards and half closed. I was in a perfect little Goldilocks zone. No one paid any attention to me. Wasting no time, I started doing my usual snooping and eavesdropping. I loved hearing who got married, who got divorced, who had a kid, and all that junk. It was this candid slice of life material that made high school reunions so special. The kind of conversation topics you could only get from someone if you'd been friends for years. Here you got it within minutes. Except at this fancy reunion, things seemed a little different. Instead of hearing about pregnancies, new cars, or marriages, I heard, "I love how you settled on black hair. Very realistic. Where did you reculture your skin cells? It's nice to be in a place without organics." I considered myself a pretty decent actor. It's how I've been able to keep this up for so long. But even I had trouble hiding the shock from my face when I heard someone say, "Oh, I've seen that you've changed your height again."
Oh, this is going to be mental, isn't it?
I took some moments to compose myself. I looked at the food I was holding. Upon closer inspection, there was a flakiness to the cheese I'd never seen before. Was it made of paper?
Fucking hell.
Chills ran down my neck. I retreated. It's the cheese that made the chills. Flaky cheese. Might just be a cheese string.
Must be a shit cheese.
I retreated until my back pressed against the side of a staircase. I needed some distance from this, some explanation. Who are these people? I stood well away from everyone, and even from afar I saw anomalies. There was a woman with a shiny sequin dress made of interconnected metal hexagons. The hexagons would undulate between colours and even ripple like water as she strolled between friends.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I noticed several black cables popping out of various guests' sleeves,
No.
too. I had no clue what for. Soon after, I saw a pair of men shake hands, during which both of their cables popped out and linked together.
Fuck's sake.
For like a secondary handshake or something? At the very back was a woman who appeared to be throwing bugs into the air.
I'm not having it.
They were silver, flying, moth-like things that fluttered all around her. I was about to take a few steps on the stairs to get a better look when another butler approached me.
Butler? Another butler
Another butler.
approached me.
Another butler came up and said, "You all right, boy? You, why aren't you serving? What protocol are you running?" The butler looked to be
Have you seen this cheese?
Yeah, what fucking cheese is that, dickhead? The butler looked to be in his 70s and despite his crooked posture, still managed to tower over me. I stared briefly into his massive pupils, which had no irises. What is wrong with you?
I heard in my head. I gazed into his massive pubes.
His undulating
child.
pube. You are a child.
There's been a lot of pube chat today.
It hasn't actually.
It's been loads.
Well, maybe you've had some before you met me, but we've not had
Maybe
any
you've had
pube.
some- I'll be there in a second. I just must have some pube chat. Sorry, can we delay the pod a little bit? I just need to have some pube chat.
I stared briefly into his massive pubes. Again, I did my best not to appear shocked. Default,
Yeah, same. They had some big pubes.
default protocol. I'm doing the default protocol. He frowned, scanned me up and down. Well, I'll be an organic. A what? He turned his head to the crowds and shouted, "Rogue organic!"
What is going on?
I dropped my tray and sprinted, dodging the butler's lunge. Silence rippled out and killed all chatter. I could sense a sea of hands. No.
So hang on, are they all chasing him now?
Don't know.
Is an organic a real person?
Oh,
And everybody
well
else.
done. Yeah,
and
maybe.
everybody
I've not
else
read
is-
it. I don't
and
know the
everybody
ending.
else is oh, good. I'm glad you're vetting these stories before you bring
Not
them on the
vetting this
podcast.
at all. At all. I have no idea where this is about to go.
Yeah,
But that's a really good shout.
yeah.
Silence rippled out and killed all chatter. I could sense a sea of heads focusing on my movement. Oh, sweet Jesus, where do I go? I ran through the open gaps in the crowd, aiming for the kitchen area I first came through. A dozen footsteps ran behind me. Shouts came from ahead. I turned a corner and collided with a massive statue of a person. It was another butler. He reached out and grabbed my wrist. I could feel cold metal beneath his thin-skinned fingers. It was a vice grip, inescapable. Please, I can explain! This butler was at least 7 feet tall. He wasn't letting go. I wrenched and tried to flee, but I might as well have been shackled to a wall. He lifted my entire body effortlessly. My kicking and screaming did nothing. 3 others came and seized my remaining limbs. I was trapped between 4 remorseless butlers.
What is
Sexy.
going? Be there in a minute, butler. I'm just gonna have my pubes waxed and get into bed.
They carried me into a deafening hot room and many moving fans.
Well, when you say anything like that,
Yeah, I know. Suddenly I'm like, I can see stainless steel everywhere, loud droning, high-pitched beeps. Please, what do you want? I'll do whatever you want. Their response was jabbing my gut with several sharp knives. I screamed and twisted. One of the knives fell out. Is that a USB plug?
oh,
I leant to get a better look, and as I did, something drilled into the back of my skull.
fuck me.
Cut to black. Nothingness. Never-ending dark. For all intents and purposes, I might have briefly died. Or fully died, I can't tell. But the next thing I know, I'm outside my body, looking at myself through a webcam. I watched as these 4 men lay my unconscious body down on a steel table and stabbed cable after cable into my head. With each cable, I remembered more and more about myself, and after a dozen, I felt like my complete consciousness was back. What's happening? What are they doing to me? Why can't I feel any pain? I had no head, arms, or any body to speak of, only this grainy, wide-angle camera view. This was my entire being. I watched my old torso get sawed open, split down the middle. They then began to spoon out all of the organs, quickly and efficiently, dumping all the guts into a metal tray. It became a bizarre form of torture, watching my old body get hollowed out and then stuffed with steel wires and blinking cables. They dumped several mechanical moth bugs inside the stomach cavity. They wriggled and invaded various ends of the body. Then, without Fanny, without Fanny,
I've got no fanny.
then, without any fanfare at all, the corpse was carted away. I couldn't move the webcam, I couldn't tilt or zoom or pan. My vision was reduced to a filthy blood-stained linoleum. Linoleum floor. I had no mouth, but I had to scream, and somehow I did scream. I heard it. It emerged as a crackled but bit-crushed voice that did not sound like mine. It came out of speakers far away from the webcam, somewhere else in this small metal room. I tried to speak. What is going on? As if I had pinged some chatbot, I received a response immediately. Not through words, but with a sudden arrival of information I now know. I am still alive. My brain has been replicated in some sort of cloud. If I behave well and comply with the first guide file, I will be allowed to return to my body. As if I'd spent years memorizing a 1,000-page manual, I can suddenly recite all of the first guide file's rules. So many rules. They feel like they were written centuries ago. I shall do my best to dress in clothes, only in a manner similar to someone else.
Fuck off.
I shall speak and voice ideas that imitate the majority of those around me. When opportune, I shall assimilate an organic in as discreet a manner as possible. It's all awful, disgusting. To sum it up, it's a manifesto for parasitizing all organics on Earth. I think about trying to look this up on the internet, and suddenly my vision is a network of web pages and streams. I'm online.
Well, that's ideal, actually. Because I'm in travel lodges a lot and they cost you £3 for
What?
internet.
You want to be with a webcam
Yeah,
in
fine.
a small metal room?
Fine, yeah.
No. I prefer Premiere. It's overwhelming at first. 8-hour YouTube videos becoming minute-long investments. Wikipedia directories are absorbed in seconds. I can even edit and comment as if I was browsing normally. Then my first guide file directive kicks in. I'm supposed to scrub and remove any hint of null people from the internet. Society must not know that they are being parasitized. The conspiracy must be kept hidden. I must do this for a requisite number of months before I can earn freedom in my old body as promised. I think about the implications of this, about how I'm just a consciousness now that exists in the ether. I refuse to comply. I know I'm only artificially alive, a wan spark of electrodes wandering through cyberspace, but I will devote myself to expose these people replacing These people replacing synthetic monsters. Everyone must know we are being replaced. Some observing nulls at the periphery of my consciousness laugh at my pattern of thinking. They think it's cute that I'm trying to rebel. They tell me that nearly all newly assimilated go through this exact same phase. Over time, I will grow bored and fall in line just like the rest of them. But I'll prove them wrong. I'll be the one to expose them. I'll be the one to expose their ploy. If they're giving me access to the internet, then I will use that against them. They'll wish they had never had their mock high school reunion. I travel to every website where I could post something revelatory. I load up Snopes, Reddit, BBC News, New York Times. Post whatever you want, they say. We'll just take it down anyway, or we'll leave it up. No one will believe you. I start posting, commenting, and sharing everything I can, but I still can't help wonder, why did they even hold a reunion in the first place? Why even bother hosting an event? It's the same reason you lied your way into other social gatherings, they say. We like to socialise and interact with organics. That's not the same, I yell back. My voice crackles out of the tiny speakers in the now empty metal room. I did it to fit in, to give my life meaning. You're all just parasitic monsters. That's not true, they say. We have feelings, we're all humans, and were humans once like you. One day, you'll understand. It feels good to meet in person. It feels good to socialise. It feels good to pretend to be human again.
Right.
Wow, gosh.
Right, so what happened there then? So this is people who are made out of robots. It's robots. It's robots.
If you start seeing a conspiracy emerging in
Yeah.
your daily life, and you're like, what a mad conspiracy that is. Apparently there's some
Yeah.
bots going around.
Yeah.
What's actually happened is that's true.
Oh.
And some people are stuck in the robot world wanting to escape and be free. So you've got to watch
I
out.
suppose there are pros and cons.
Would you like to be a robot?
No. Well, what? Am I just the same except I'm a robot?
Sorry?
Am I just the same except I'm a robot? Like, I can feel things and I can...
Yeah, but no, because you're just a robot. You're just cables and...
Yeah, but what are
You
we?
shush me. Come to bed.
Shush. Just stop. I like my women quiet. Yeah, well, they shut the fuck up.
Shush now. Have you got a story? Because let's just move on from that. That was fucking
It's a bit
nuts.
weird, wasn't it? I enjoyed it though.
But sometimes a bit of sci-fi is needed.
Do you know what concerns me about that whole thing? Is that the behaviour of the person initially, it's just been complete, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like driving 6 hours to be sociable. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that about?
Well, in a
Maybe
way...
you should write an alternate story
No,
where
thanks.
we... Okay. No thanks.
It didn't grab me in the
Right.
same way that ghosts do.
No.
Do you know what I wanted for that story? I wanted him to suddenly be like, you know, like a murdery, rampagey.
Me too, yes.
And it was all ghosts anyway.
A bit like American Psychopath,
Yeah.
but with ghosts.
Mm-mm.
There was a young woman who had just started a new job in a large office building. She was walking up... she was walking to work one day when a long black hearse... You okay? You okay? What's wrong? Susie's just... No, what?
Nothing.
Oh, well, why were you laughing
No,
then?
because it was you. You went hello. On black hearse. It's like I don't think.
Do you know what? I'm
we
going to
know
fucking start
anymore.
again. There was a young woman who had just started a new job in a large office building. She was walking to work one day when a large black hearse drove up slowly next to her, matching her pace. This made her nervous, and she anxiously watched it out of the corner of her eye. The driver leaned out of the window and called to her in a deep, booming voice, "Do you need a lift?
It's one of the dinner ladies.
Do you need a lift?" he said.
Oh,
She turned to what?
you just sniffed into.
Did I?
right
Sorry,
in.
apologies. Sorry.
Can we just go again?
Yes.
Say you've got a story for me, and we'll
The
go
driver...
back in.
No, all that was great. I will continue with all that. There's right, okay. So he asked her if she needed a lift, right? She turned to look at him and got a terrible shock. The driver's face was incredibly hideous, rude, and deformed.
Wow.
His skin was a deathly pale and one of his eyes was noticeably higher than the other. Honestly, I did look a bit like this the other day, to be honest. The man pointed to the rear of the vehicle, which contained a coffin. "There's room for one more."
Oh no.
he said. Frightened by his bizarre appearance and unwelcome suggestion, she refused his offer of a lift. Profoundly disturbed, the woman ran down the street until she came to the office building where she worked. For the rest of the day, she couldn't stop thinking about the strange man in the hearse and was glad when work was finally over. The woman worked up on the 9th floor, and when the elevator came, it was almost completely full. She hesitated a moment before stepping in. "Are you sure you don't want to come in?" A familiar booming voice said. "There's room for one more." The woman gasped. It was the hearse driver from this morning, eyeing her with his lopsided, horrible gaze. Now thoroughly spooked, the woman backed away, stuttering, I think I'll take the stairs." The hearse driver just stared at her as the doors slid closed. What? It's really scary. Why what?
You just looked and just.
I'm trying to just...
You look like fucking, what was it, Lenny? Or like,
What, of Mice and Men?
the doors slid.
This is a podcast, but we do have video available. If you'd like to go back and look at my absolutely atrocious.
When you said that.
The doors.
It's just not okay.
Oh my god. So anyway, she says she thinks she'll take the stairs.
Yes.
So then she leaves. The woman had only taken a few steps down the stairs when she heard a chorus of screams followed by a deafening crash. She hurried downstairs and discovered the elevator cable had broken and all the passengers aboard had plunged to a grisly death.
No.
The end. The end. He was trying to get her to die. It's still creepy of the week. Boof, boof.
Maybe they're weak.
Boof, boof.
Creepy the week. Creepy the week. Creepy the week. Dum, dum. Okay, this is from Argentina. Sí. Qué bueno. Hola. Hola, Maggie. De Argentina. Hi, Ghost Huns.
Damn fuck, I thought it was all goofy.
Hola, Ghost Huns. Te sigo en TikTok y yo amo el contento y como... no, I won't carry on in Spanish.
Please don't.
Please don't. Hi, Ghost Huns. I follow you on TikTok and I love the content and how you read the stories. Here's mine in the hopes you choose to read it.
Oh,
well,
thank
it's
you.
your
Well, we
lucky
have.
day.
Because we have, love.
And we fucking
Me and Cilla Black.
lucky day. It's short, but I think it's perfect for your account. I was watching a movie, rom-com.
The
honestly.
end.
I was watching a movie, rom-com, on Saturday night, home alone, approximately 1:30 a.m. To my right, the door to the bathroom was open, as usual. Suddenly, the mirrored cabinet door swung open. This had never happened before, and it never happened again. I stood up and closed the door, got back to watch the movie. A few minutes later, it swung open again. I got up and checked to see if it was the magnet, and see if the magnet was still working. It was. I shut the door, shrugged, and got back into bed. Again, a few minutes later, it opened once more. This time, I got up and in a loud voice I said, "I don't know who you are and I don't know how to help you. Why don't you go to see my cousin, Mary Jo?"
Yeah, fucking...
I've never heard of someone moving the spirit onto another family member.
No, go to Mary Jo.
That's hilarious.
Mary Jo.
Go and fucking spook Mary Jo. Why don't you go see my cousin, Mary Jo? She'll be able to help you. I closed the door and got back into bed in time to watch the end of the movie. The following morning at 9 a.m, my cousin calls me and we had the following conversation.
Oh, God. All right, you bitch.
Mary Jo, who did you send to see me last night?
Oh, my God.
Me. I don't know. They kept opening my cabinet door. I didn't know what they wanted and thought you might, so I sent them to you. Who was it? What did they want? Mary Jo. I don't know. I said I was sleeping. It's 2 a.m. Come back later. Me. And did they? Mary Jo. Not yet. Me. Okay. Well, let me know if they do. On Monday, one of our uncles who was very sick passes away. When we got to his house, our aunt told us that on Sunday morning, she was talking with one of the nurses and she sees our grandmother floating by behind the nurse towards my uncle's room. A few hours later, he died. Mary Jo and I exchanged looks. We knew exactly who had visited us on Saturday.
Oh,
All my
that's
best.
spooky, isn't it?
Maggie all the way from Argentina.
Oh, thank you, Maggie.
Muchas
Fuck.
gracias.
Thank you very much.
I like that.
Yeah, that was... I like that.
I really like that.
Yeah, no, me too. That was very spooky.
Mary
I'm going
Jo.
to start sending them over to you.
Well, yeah, please do.
Do you have a way of us getting haunted?
I do actually. I'm going to use the tarot.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Let's
Hannah,
go.
we're going to do a similar kind of vibe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to predict
Yeah.
how your weekend's going to go in a spiritual sense.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to cut them for you.
Well, I think we can already guess I'll be driving the whole fucking time.
You ready?
Yeah. So is this one card then?
One. Yeah, that needs to go back in.
Okay.
This is going to be your spiritual
Okay.
weekend.
Don't pick death, please, because...
Well, you're picking it. I'm just shuffling it.
God. Because I am driving.
Also, death is rebirth, so...
Oh, which one don't I want? The tower?
Yeah, you don't want the tower.
Honestly, if you could watch this, it's like Suzie doesn't have hands. Or forgot how to use them.
Right, now, what I want you to do, I'm going to tell you on here. So, what I want you to do is separate that into 3 piles, face down. Now.
Yeah.
And the top card of whichever pack, you just have to decide which of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's that one. That's your one. So tell me, what is it?
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the tower. Oh my
Are you
God.
fucking kidding me?
Well, that's been episode 76, and
Are you fucking...
Okay, so we listen.
No, I'm genuine. No,
I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up because I think there might be something nice to say about it. No, it's okay.
I'm going on the M6 all weekend.
Fuck. You have to really watch yourself this weekend, is what I'm saying.
How can... When I said this can't be the tower.
I know, you said it.
If somebody had said to me, there's 100 million quid on it that
Do you
won't
remember
pick the tower,
do you
and I'd
remember
go,
what
yeah, all
side
right.
it was? Up
It
or
was
down?
upside down.
Was it?
Yeah.
You're averting disaster.
Fuck!
And personal transformation and fear of change.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So I actually,
Oh, I'm just normal.
it was it was reversed, right?
I can't believe that's just happened.
It says you're undergoing a significant personal transformation and upheaval. It differs from the experience of the tower upright, where the change is often because of external circumstances, but this is like personal. So you might go on a spiritual awakening, it says. And I did say a spiritual weekend.
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, I definitely picked it up upside down.
I think you're going to change your belief and opinion about an important
Can
topic.
you believe that's just happened?
No, I know, it's mad. And we were very careful about shuffling 3 piles.
We've never picked the tower.
But this is basically it's going to be an unsettling weekend, and it's going to result in you're changing your mind about something. We don't know what it is.
Shall we just have a quick... What's this one say? That one's lots of sticks.
No, it wasn't that though.
Oh, that one looks nice. Could have been there with a little old woman having a drink.
Yes,
No,
not you.
no, great.
Okay, well that's been
Thank you so much.
episode 76.
It's my last episode, apparently. Bye, everybody. We
Bye,
love
everyone.
you.
Patreon.com/Ghost Times.
And
Join
merch
us
and
there.
everything else. And we're going on tour again.
Oh, we'll never
well,
stop
kind
touring.
of. We're not on tour. We're in Edinburgh. Go to Edinburgh. Go to Edinburgh and watch
Last
us
2
at
weeks.
the Pleasance. All details found on our Instagram link tree. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Bye.
「